let me do the shilling real quick. If you could please sub and give the second channel a try. I will do more picks over there, but let us get right to it. Who do I think will win and who should win the Oscars? So let's begin with Best Picture. Boy, that's a tough one. I think it's always going to be a toss-up in a lot of these categories between Poor Things and Oppenheimer. I will give it to Poor Things because I think Oppenheimer is going to sweep a lot of the categories, but they'll try to give something to Poor Things. I also think as a picture overall, Poor Things is slightly stronger than Oppenheimer, though Oppenheimer is pretty much near perfect, but kind of like choosing 9 out of 10 versus 9.25 out of 10. Kind of silly, but I will give it to Poor Things. All right, and then turning to the Best Actor, pretty obvious they're going to go with Oppenheimer, but I think Paul may upset people, so I think Paul may actually win. Does he deserve it? Yeah, he's a great actor, but again, it's going to go between him and Oppenheimer. I'm going to go with Paul, though. I think Paul will surprise people. He'll win. And Best Actress. Well, again, I did like what Emma Stone did in Poor Things. However, usually it's not always the popular pick who wins. So I think she deserves it. But then again, we've got Lily. So it's a little hard. It's going to be between her and Lily. I would prefer Lily slightly, but again, both of them going to be good picks. But I would assume it's going to be Emma. She deserves it, but I think it went a little bit too far in her performance, but that's me. And now Best Supporting Actor. Well, American Fiction I think is overrated, so that's not going to win. I'm going to surprise people. I think Ruffalo. I know a lot of people did not like Ruffalo in Poor Things. A lot of people name him as the one bad thing in Poor Things, but I actually think he was very rock solid. Granted, he did similar performances elsewhere. The Oscars usually vote against that, but I'm going to go with Ruffalo, who should win and will win. And then we turn to Best Supporting Actress, and this one is very, very tough because, again, Barbie did not get a lot of nominations, but this is one of the nominations they got. I didn't have many issues with the performances in Barbie, although I thought the film overall was poor. I didn't really like it. I think it will still go to Emily Blunt. If Blunt wins, it will be controversial because I don't want to spoil Oppenheimer for the two people who didn't see it yet, but her role is a little bizarre in Oppenheimer. It's not as big as you might think, so it's kind of like, why does she deserve it given her screen time? But again, I think it was a very powerful performance. Granted, it's very strange given the structure of Oppenheimer. And let's turn to the screenplays. Okay, for original screenplay, we're gonna go with Past Lives. That one's really hard because, yeah, I can see the other picks, but I'm gonna go with Past Lives. Okay, Best Adapted. Barbie. Does it deserve it? No, I think Oppenheimer is a better screenplay, but Barbie needs to win something, so I think politically they're going to give it to Barbie for Best Adapted Screenplay. Does it deserve it? I don't think so, but it wasn't a bad script. Yeah, I was a little underwhelmed by Barbie. So there we go. So those are some of my top picks. I will do the other top categories over at the Examining Kubrick channel, so if you're curious for the other picks, please go there. Thank you for listening.